This video is based on a live interview presented at the Trenton Comuputer Festival in April 2007. We visited Broadway Live Island and I interviewed Trip Potvin. Trip is the owner and developer of Broadway Live Island. At the beginning of the interview, I asked him to introduce himself.
Hello and welcome to Broadway Live Island. I am Trip Potvin, and in real life I am a theatrical producer, a film producer, and a writer as well. Together with my business partner Bettina Barrymore, who's also a theatrical producer, we decided to venture into the world of secondlife.com, and by creating a 5-island presence that's devoted to all things theater and live performance. Our objective really was to be able to expand Broadway throughout the world and expand New York theater throughout the world and give access to people who don't necessarily have the opportunity to come to New York and get an awareness through the immersion quality. And those immersion qualities allow you to spend a lot of time with a particular brand, much more time than you would just on a typical website. Also, the reach could go, who knows, maybe we'll have Broadway and Valley High someday. But I think it'd be really quite exciting for people to get access to the inside of theater and be able to attend things that they normally wouldn't get the opportunity to do. When we began this project, we thought it would take us 6 months to be able to get to a point where we would have enough establishment on the island, enough residents renting from us that we would begin to then start presenting the live concerts. However, we found that our 6-month plan got turned into a 6-week plan, because within 6 weeks we had rented enough place that the island was now self-sustaining and we could move into phase 2 of the project, which was the live performances, which we have begun. We've had about 5 in total.
I asked Trip to show us some of the places for the live presentations.
And we're walking right through Times Square here. This is one of our movie theaters that we actually have. I met some of the people from Sundance Channel, and they're very interested in using our theater for additional premieres of movies because they've grown. The capacity has grown so much that Sundance can no longer accommodate a number of people they need for premieres of new short films. So we're going to be working with them at the Uptown Cinema that we just walked by. And then what we're walking toward here is the Broadway Live Theater, the main stage. Now, everything that you see here on the islands was created by us. We didn't go out and hire a company to sort of create it all. We decided to learn from the ground up. This is what we call the main stage theater, which is built across 2 simulators, which allows us to be able to have up to about 80 people in attendance for the show. What we've done in this particular space already is I did 1 seminar on live streaming, so teaching people how to stream. And then we've had 2 live concerts where a Broadway singer named Tamara Hayden, and her second life name is Tamara Sands, has come in and done 2 30-minute concerts that we've one of them turned into videos with the help of Thinkerer here in Shelby. He put together a really fantastic video of the concert, which is on YouTube at the moment. And then, interestingly enough, the night before the concert, there was a set designer that is here in Second Life, and she found this place and heard about our event and said, "Can I do you a little set?" So she came in and threw the red carpetings down, and she changed the piano out for us and did the lighting for us, and we just wanted it to look really fantastic for our first YouTube video that was going to be seen by everyone.
A main theme in my presentation to the Trenton Comuputer Festival was the old cliche of the news media that the internet is isolating. Trip responded to that theme by suggesting that Second Life could be considered an instance of Web 3I. He went on to explain what that means and how it relates to the notion of social isolation in Second Life.
Web 3I, which this could be considered Web 3D interactive, is that it really is an exercise of socializing as opposed to just social networking. In Second Life, people from all over the world, and we've got residents from at least 18 countries living on Broadway Live. All these residents get together, talk, have chats, visit each other at these homes, come to the live concerts, and are constantly in a state of socializing. So I don't think there's any way that you could consider Second Life anyway socially isolating, because the relationships that you're building, and my friends list has over 100 people on it now, and believe me, I probably get between 10 and 50 DMs per day from these people asking questions and want to know what's going on, how do you do this, how do you do that, what time is the next event, when's the next concert, all that. And another example is a German band came in last week and wanted to do a concert in our park, so we set up the space for them, allowed them to come in. They did a concert for an hour that 70 avatars attended, again, from all over the world. So the socializing network and capacity that exists within this world will become a natural drive, I think, for where the internet will go, because people want to communicate. By nature, we are social creatures. We're hunter-gatherers and social creatures, and I guess Second Life is probably the ultimate example of what that is. We gather our junk, we put it in our homes, we invite people over, and we talk to them. So from our perspective as theatrical commercial producers, we want to use this social network to be able to expand theater throughout the world and give people around the world access to things that they would not get unless they perhaps lived in New York City, being able to attend a reading or a concert, or be able to watch the Theater Stars in the Alley concert, which is going to be broadcast into the world in June, and things like that. So it really provides access, provides socializing, and is an incredible place for people all over the world to meet and socialize.
I asked Trip to tell us a little bit about the future of Broadway Live Island.
The second part of our implementation then would, along with the live concerts, would be to bring show presences into the world. We've spoken to the people at Spring Awakening. The League of American Theater Producers has a presence on the second floor, and we'll be talking to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS about having some type of a presence and awareness in the world. Another show called The Toxic Avenger is going to be building quite a large presence on our South Island with lots of hidden secrets and things about the show. And again, it's about brand immersion and becoming aware of a property, and we'll even have some little trailer homes there that if you really have to live in Tromaville with the Toxic Avenger show, you can rent out one of our little trailers there.
And IBM has taken great interest in what we're doing. We've been talking with them about possible collaborations and how we can all help each other in Second Life.